Hi everyone, I'm Hugo from Vuban. Today I'm going to talk about AI agents and how you can easily build your own. But first, to really understand what an AI agent is, we need to look at the limits of large language models, the LLMs, like ChatGPT. These models are incredibly smart at analyzing and generating text, but they have one big problem. They're stateless. In simple words, they have amnesia. They don't remember what happened before, and every time you talk to them, it's like starting from scratch. An agent solves that problem. Think of it as a piece of software wrapped around the LLM brain, giving it two essential things: memory and tools to act. At the core, every agent follows a simple loop: observe, think, and act. First, the agent observes. It receives data. That could be an email, a file, a Teams message, or a system alert. Then it thinks. It uses an LLM like ChatGPT to analyze the data, reason through it, and create a step-by-step plan. Finally, it acts using tools, usually APIs, to execute actions. Thanks to that, agents can break down complex tasks, remember context, and even collaborate with humans, what we call human in the loop, asking for approval before moving forward. But let's be real, agents also have limits. They're not deterministic, they're probabilistic. That means you can't trust them 100% for critical decisions without supervision. They don't replace human judgment because they don't truly understand. Now let's see how we actually build one. Recently, OpenAI released a tool called Agent Builder. Now it's important to put that in context. If your goal is to build a large enterprise-level system that integrates deeply with all your business processes, these visual tools won't scale well. They're not made for massive systems. They're perfect for designing, prototyping, and even running smaller agent workflows by yourself. And that's what makes it great. It's super accessible, even if you're not a coding expert. Before jumping into Agent Builder, let's cover the basics. An agent isn't magic, it's just a set of simple building blocks that work well together. The first one is JSON. It's a structured text format like a clean table where every piece of data has a label. It's the universal language that systems use to talk to each other. Next, the APIs. Think of them as bridges between applications. Your agent uses an API to fetch the weather, read a file, or send a command somewhere else. Then we have embeddings. They turn text into numbers so the model can work with meaning. But on their own, they don't store anything. That's where the vector store comes in. It's the system that keeps all those embeddings, searches through them, and finds the most relevant pieces of information when the AI needs context, like a FOST, semantic memory layer. And then there's logic, which lets the agent make simple decisions like, if this is true, do that. In Agent Builder, this logic is written using Cell, the common expression language created by Google. Honestly, it's barely more complicated than an Excel formula. Same logic, just applied to agents. Finally, there's the workflow, the plan that defines the order of each step. Once you understand these building blocks, data, bridges, memory, and logic, you're ready to see how Agent Builder brings them together to create a truly smart agent. So here we are inside the OpenAI Agent Builder interface. It's actually really simple. Everything happens on a visual canvas with nodes. You connect the nodes, and you build your own agent. Here, I've got a basic one. Its prompt says you are a helpful agent. Nothing fancy, it's basically a standard ChatGPT. We can test it with preview. Now it gets interesting because we start using logic nodes and tools. For example, with the file search node, we can give our agent real knowledge. Let's say I create a database called Fanuc Vector Store. Inside it, I upload a technical PDF from Fanuc, one of the biggest robot manufacturers in the world. Now, instead of digging through a manual, we can ask the agent directly and it'll pull answers straight from the document. You just copy the vector store ID, plug it into your agent, and voila. Next come the guardrails. That's where we handle moderation and security. They prevent personal data leaks, block hateful or illegal messages, and protect the agent from jailbreaks or prompt injections. Because yes, someone will definitely try to hack it. We can even add an anti-hallucination model that checks if the answer actually comes from the Fanuc base or if the agent is making it up. Then come the MCPs, external tools your agent can call. They let it connect to Jira, HubSpot, Gmail, SharePoint, Zapier, and many others, bridging the model with the real world. Now the agent doesn't just respond, it acts. It moves and takes actions inside your systems. We can even add conditional logic. If the question is about Fanuc, search the Fanuc base. If not, send it to another base or another agent. All of this stays simple and intuitive. And soon, agents will even have memory, storing context and variables between conversations. That's when we truly move from ChatGPT to a connected, intelligent, and useful agent. Let's go back for a moment. This time, we'll start from a template. We'll choose something simple, like an agent that searches the web. Its role is to be a helpful assistant that uses the web to find information about a given company. We also have the reasoning effort parameter, which sets how much thinking we want from the model. For this one, we'll keep it low. The task is simple, and we want to keep costs low. The output format is where it gets fun. We can define a structured format like JSON and specify what fields we want. Company name, industry, location, size, website, description, and year of foundation. Once we have that data, we'll summarize and present it clearly. So we add a second step, a second agent that assembles the results and formats them nicely. Again, I'm using GPT-5 with minimal reasoning to optimize cost. For the output, we can choose plain text, JSON, or even a visual widget with ChatKit. Widgets are great. They let you create cards or visuals right inside the interface. For example, in an internal company agent, you could show info cards that are clean, easy to read, and ready to share. Let's test it. Find information about Vuban. The agent searches the web, gathers the data, structures it based on our format, and shows a clean info card with the company summary. So now we've seen why everyone's talking about agents. They automate smart tasks, connect systems, and save time, all without needing to code. With Agent Builder, we just built a simple agent from a template, and even that is already powerful. You can create logic flows, call tools, and move data automatically. But let's be honest, that's just the beginning. With Agent Builder, you can go much further, manage complex logic, connect multiple APIs, or even make several agents collaborate together. What we saw today is just a taste. If this topic interests you, drop it in the comments, and I'll make an advanced tutorial to show you the full potential of Agent Builder.